are tuned into the greatest.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sage Be Me podcast. I will be your host for the day, Sage Be Me. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about freedom. Freedom, how to be free. So, we'll ask ourselves, how do we be free? First of all, the first and foremost thing, you can lie to everyone. Heck, you can even lie to yourself. I know, right? Imagine lying to yourself. Yes, you can lie to yourself. In that, you tell yourself that something is not possible. You're lying to yourself in that you believe that it's not possible. That's achieving the lying to yourself. So, first of all, a person who lies to him or herself uses the words, I don't know, I guess, I'll try. So, to your desires, the thing that you really want to achieve, why do you say, I don't know my desire? I will try to do what I desire. I guess I can know my desire. Why are you guessing? Are you guessing that you should eat food today? Your stomach desires food. It needs food to survive. Your soul needs to chase your desires. I don't know if you're getting me, eh? This is the thing that will set you free. Allow yourself to learn. I know you know yourself. I know everyone does, quote unquote, know yourself. But in as much as you know yourself, you also got to know yourself. I don't know if you're getting me. By getting to know yourself, I mean you do stuff, you get to be around people. Up to now, you knew that you have to eat food to survive. That you know. But do you know what food that you like? Do you know that I prefer eating chocolate to drinking yogurt? And how would you know that you prefer chocolate to yogurt if you haven't taken yogurt and chocolate both at the same time? Because you gave yourself the opportunity to know how the chocolate tastes, to know how the yogurt tastes. This means that you learned how both taste and you prefer this to that. Before that, you had no idea about anything and everything, yeah? About the yogurt and the chocolate. You didn't know what you prefer, what you don't prefer. So I'll tell you this. Allow yourself to learn more about yourself. Don't tell yourself that you know yourself. You don't. Okay, you do, but you only know half yourself. You're only speaking half the truth when you say you know yourself. There's this other version of you that you have no idea how that person is. Being free. There's a lot of stuff that are keeping you from being free. Your emotions are keeping you from being free. At my household, my mom's house, or should I say, actually, it's my mom's house, I see a lot of emotional decisions being made. And emotional decisions often aren't the best decisions made for yourself. Trust me, I've experienced this a lot of times. My brothers, my sisters, emotional decisions being made back to back. So this gets me to think, this gets me to digest a lot of stuff. So let's talk about being free. This emotion, they consume your time. So when they are consuming your time, what are you doing? You're worrying about being lonely. You're worrying about being single. You're worried that, I'm sad. When am I going to stop being sad? You're worried about the current time that you're in. You're worried about the situation that you are in. You've frozen. You're not making the best decision for you because you're emotional. Last episode, we told ourselves it's okay to be emotional. Accept it. That's the best way to move forward. That's the first step. The second step is, okay, before I tell you about the second step, during this quarantine, I discovered, I was talking to someone, there's this group that we're in. This guy, he says he believes in God, the Christian kind of way, but not really the Christian kind of way. So I started asking him questions about how he understood the Bible and stuff like that. So he started telling me this story. In the book of Genesis, God creates us. This means there's a spiritual entity, spiritual energy above everything. This energy made us. So when God made us, he blew his breath onto us. This breath was initially called spirit. The body was given a spirit. From where? The universal energy. So it gave out its spirit. After that, the body dies. And energy does not cease to exist. Energy can only change shape or form. So whatever God gave us as human beings, that's not a spirit, because the spirit never dies. The spirit comes from above, the source of energy. This is something that I came to realize the other day. For us human beings, there's 7.5 billion human beings. So there's 7.5 minds, who all get ideas from one source, the spirit. The spirit is the universal energy. I'll refrain from using God because I know some of my friends. I know. So the universe, okay, have you ever asked yourself, all these bright ideas that I get, where do they come from? Do you think your mind is capable of just thinking of a mad idea out of nowhere? It usually comes from somewhere. Do you think that the person who decided to create something that connects one computer to another computer, the idea came directly from his mind? then you go ahead and call him a genius. Why do you call him a genius? Because he discovered something that initially was thought not to be possible, but it's possible. So it's not really a genius, it's just creativity, right? It's just imagination. It's a thought. Imagination is a thought in your someplace, comes from some place to get inside your head. Where is this place? It's the universe, the universal energy, God. It comes from him, gets into your head, then you try to implement it. If you don't try to implement it, then you're not following your desire. You are not following what you truly desire. So in this episode, when your emotions kick in, the sadness, the whatever, these emotions are telling you, you have time to worry about ABCD because you're not chasing your desire. Tell me this. If you're busy doing what you love, not doing what you love, if you're with the person that you love, what do you think about? Nothing. You're just there in the moment, enjoying yourself, enjoying the person that you love. You're there, happy, right? No, chase your desire. It doesn't matter if you are in a difficult situation. If you love him or her, you'll try your best to push forth. You'll want to be with him or her till time immemorial. Love what you desire. How do you discover what you desire? Give yourself time. Meditate. Ask yourself questions. What do I like to do? What makes me happy? Write down a list of what makes you happy. Repeat. Write down a list of what makes you happy. That's the first step. If you can't write down a list of what makes you happy, then I'm sorry. You're the only one who can know what makes you happy. I can tell you what makes me happy. Listening to music makes me happy. Listening to people's stories makes me happy. Why does listening to people's stories makes me happy? Because it gives me an idea of things to try that might also make me happy. I don't know. So, you're worried that you don't have money. Do you have a skill? If you don't have a skill, look for a skill that you are good at. A skill that you will monetize. Heck, I can monetize this podcast. I can go look for partners. I can go look for whoever. Make money from this podcast. Right? But I'm so free on this thing. And it opens up my mind. Even I myself worry. What do I do? I feel the emotions consuming me. What do I do? I try to listen to an episode of the podcast because I've talked about the matter. But at the current situation, my emotions are ahead of me. I can't really figure out what's up. So I need to go back and look at myself. How did I reason in this particular situation? So be free. When you're just know this. When your emotions are screaming at you, they're telling you you are not free. You are at a comfort zone. And whatever you've been doing is not working at the moment. So you need to change what you're doing that will perfectly suit you to do or to attain what you desire. Be free. Don't let the feeling of pride, like I told you the other day, my sister felt that what this little girl telling me, I'm a big person here. No, you're not a big person. You're just a human being. I'll be proud. I'll not do this because A, B, C, D. Hell no, can't be me, can't be me. Don't let the sense of guilt. If someone makes you feel guilty, then hey, nani, you shouldn't feel guilty because you're doing what is best for you. If you do something, then later on feel guilty, just know that you are not doing what you desire. It was just the joy of the moment. Don't let your emotions ruin the long term. And that's all for today, folks. Make sure you follow me on my socials. Ask me, DM me, ask me questions that you would like to know. Instagram at sage_b_muchachos. At Twitter at sage_b_me. And I'll see you in the next episode.